The modernization of law enforcement fleets has transitioned from the integration of passive safety equipment to the deployment of proactive, algorithmic surveillance ecosystems. This transformation is characterized by the conversion of the standard patrol vehicle into a mobile smart hub capable of autonomous data collection, real-time biometric identification, and predictive analytics. While these advancements are frequently marketed as objective solutions designed to enhance public safety, the deployment of such technology has triggered significant international controversy regarding civil liberties, racial profiling, and the erosion of privacy. The industry providing this technology is currently categorized as one of the most unregulated and consequential in the global security market, driven by multi-billion-dollar surveillance companies with an insatiable profit motive. Today, we are analyzing the mechanical and digital architecture of the modern police interceptor to determine why these specific technologies are facing calls for a total ban. Mobile Automated License Plate Readers, ALPRs. At the top of the list is the Mobile Automated License Plate Reader, or ALPR. These are high-speed cameras mounted on the roofs or trunks of patrol cars that automatically capture the license plate, location, date, and time of every vehicle they pass. While they were originally sold as a tool to find stolen cars, they have morphed into a system of mass surveillance. Companies like Vigilant Solutions and Flock Safety have built national databases containing billions of pings, allowing law enforcement to track the daily movements of millions of citizens who have never committed a crime. The physics of these systems allow them to capture up to 50 plates per second at closing speeds of over 100 miles per hour, utilizing infrared sensors for nighttime operation. The duty-grade difference is the integration with federal databases. Reports indicate that ICE has spent millions of dollars to access these private databases, using the location data to map the lives of immigrants and activists. This technology allows for retrospective surveillance, meaning the police can look back and see where you were on any given day for the past several years. Statistics show that ICE has scanned the driver's license photos of 1 in 3 adults and can locate 3 and 4 adults through utility records linked to ALPR data. This technology is at number 1 because it is the most pervasive, least regulated, and most effective tool for tracking the entire population without a single warrant or suspicion of wrongdoing. It has effectively turned the American road system into a giant digital dragnet. Predictive Policing Dashboard Software. The primary mission of predictive policing software, such as PredPol or Culex Sense, is to forecast hot spots where crimes are likely to occur based on historical data. These platforms are integrated directly into the vehicle's dashboard, providing officers with a map of boxes or zones to patrol during their shift. The algorithm uses complex mathematics to estimate crime frequency and predict future incidents. However, the physics of this software is built on what critics call dirty data, historical records influenced by biased and unlawful practices. A 2019 study by the AI Now Institute highlighted that relying on historical crime data can replicate biased police practices and reinforce over-policing of communities of color. In practice, this creates a dangerous feedback loop. If the algorithm directs more officers to a specific neighborhood, they will inevitably make more arrests for low-level offenses, which the software then interprets as a success, leading to even more patrol time in that area. Statistics from the Brennan Center for Justice indicate that these systems often target marginalized groups, with misidentifications and over-policing disproportionately affecting Black and Latino communities. The cabin ergonomics are designed for constant interaction with these maps, often replacing the traditional radio-heavy layout with a centralized command screen. This technology changes the fundamental nature of policing from response to preemptive suspicion based on flawed data. So just a quick timeout, guys. Before we move on to the rest of the video, could we ask you for a small favor? If you've enjoyed the content so far, could you take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel? Over 98% of viewers watch our videos without subscribing. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it is a really huge help to us. Thanks. Cell site simulators, Stingrays. Cell site simulators, commonly known as Stingrays, are invasive electronic surveillance devices that can be hidden within the bodywork or interior of a patrol car. Their primary mission is to mimic a legitimate cell phone tower, forcing all mobile devices in the vicinity to connect to them. Once connected, the Stingray can extract unique ID numbers, track the real-time location of the phone, and in some configurations, intercept the content of communications like texts and calls. This is a man-in-the-middle attack executed by the state. The power draw for these devices is substantial, requiring the patrol vehicle to have a heavy-duty alternator and specialized subframe reinforcement to house the high-gain antennas. The controversy surrounding Stingrays is their indiscriminate nature. When a patrol car drives through a neighborhood with an active Stingray, it doesn't just sweep up the target's data, it captures the information of every innocent bystander in the area. This can also disrupt 911 emergency calls by forcing phones off the legitimate network. The Chicago Police Department has faced intense criticism for spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on these devices while maintaining a high level of secrecy regarding their use. Because of their ability to vacuum up the data of thousands of people at once and their operation under a shroud of total secrecy, Stingrays are ranked at number 3. GPS projectile launchers, Starchase. The Starchase Pursuit Management System is a compressed air launcher mounted behind the front grille of a patrol car. Its primary mission is to end high-speed chases safely. When an officer is in a pursuit, they can fire a 4.5-inch GPS dart that adheres to the fleeing vehicle. This allows the police to back off and track the suspect's location in real time via a secure web map, reducing the risk of a high-speed collision. From a physics standpoint, the dart must overcome the aerodynamic turbulence between the two vehicles and maintain its kinetic adhesion upon impact. The Electronic Stability Control, ESC, on the cruiser is often calibrated to ensure a stable firing platform during aggressive maneuvers. While the tactical benefits are clear, the legal concerns are profound. In the case of United States versus Jones, the Supreme Court held that physically attaching a GPS device to a vehicle constitutes a search under the Fourth Amendment. Critics argue that firing a sticky dart is a warrantless search that involves the government physically occupying private property. Although Starchase claims its use is justified by exigent circumstances, the potential for these darts to be used for long-term tracking without judicial oversight is a major concern. It sits at number 4 because it involves a physical intrusion into private property, marking a significant escalation in how technology is used to bypass traditional legal boundaries. Vehicle-mounted 360-degree facial recognition cameras. Vehicle-mounted 360-degree facial recognition cameras are designed for real-time biometric identification of every individual within a 60-meter radius of the patrol car. These rooftop arrays, pioneered on Chinese police SUVs, can scan faces at speeds up to 120 kilometers per hour. The primary mission is to match pedestrians against a watch list of wanted suspects or persons of interest. The system uses edge computing to convert facial features into a digital profile and compare it to a central database in milliseconds. This requires massive computational power and specialized cooling systems integrated into the roof of the vehicle. This technology has sparked international outrage for facilitating automated racism. In China, government procurement documents have revealed that these systems were specifically designed to identify and track the Uyghur Muslim minority based on physical appearance. In the UK, the Metropolitan Police have faced legal challenges for using similar technology at protests, with critics like Big Brother Watch arguing it constitutes stop and search on steroids. The software has been shown to have significantly higher error rates for Black and Asian subjects, leading to wrongful detentions. It is ranked at number 4 because it removes the anonymity of the crowd and allows for the targeted profiling of specific racial and religious groups at a massive scale. Vehicle integrated acoustic detection systems. Tactical acoustic detection systems, such as the Flock Raven or integrated ShotSpotter modules, are designed to identify and localize the impulse noise of a gunshot in real time. These microphone networks are increasingly being mounted directly onto patrol vehicles to provide ground-level triangulation. The system uses machine learning to differentiate between the supersonic crack of a bullet and common urban noises like fireworks or backfiring engines. From a physics standpoint, the system relies on the time of arrival difference between multiple sensors to calculate the exact GPS coordinates of the shooter. The powertrain of the patrol car must be shielded to ensure that electromagnetic interference from the high-output alternator does not degrade the sensitivity of the microphones. The duty-grade difference here is the integration with the vehicle's navigation system, which automatically plots a route to the detection site before the officer even receives a radio dispatch. However, the controversy lies in the mission creep of these devices. Recent expansions into human voice monitoring and distress detection, such as screaming, have raised legal concerns regarding eavesdropping. Critics argue that these microphones are effectively high-powered bugs parked in public spaces. In cities like Chicago, acoustic detection has faced scrutiny for high false positive rates and for being disproportionately deployed in minority neighborhoods. Because this technology can potentially record private conversations and has a documented history of technical inaccuracies, it earns the number 6 spot on our list. Patrol Integrated Drone Systems. Patrol Integrated Drone Systems represent the ultimate expansion of the surveillance dragnet into the sky. Vehicles like the Guyeth Smart Patrol feature custom-built, climate-controlled compartments in the rear that house rapid deploy drones. The primary mission is immediate aerial reconnaissance, allowing a single officer to launch a drone as first responder, or DFR, during a foot pursuit or search and rescue operation. These drones are equipped with 4K daylight cameras and thermal sensors, streaming live video directly to the vehicle's 16-inch integrated dashboard screen. The duty-grade modifications include a dedicated charging infrastructure and an automated launch/recovery system that functions even while the vehicle is stationary in high-wind conditions. From a tactical perspective, the drone allows the officer to maintain situational awareness without leaving the safety of the reinforced cabin. The ergonomics of the cockpit are modified with specialized joystick controls or touchscreen interfaces to manage the flight path. The physics of the pursuit are fundamentally changed when an officer can track a suspect's heat signature through dense brush or urban alleys from 400 feet in the air. This technology removes the logistical delay of waiting for a police helicopter, providing every patrol car with a mini aviation unit. The potential for constant, low-altitude aerial monitoring of neighborhoods without a warrant is the primary driver for its controversial status.